2025 was full of a lot of visible wins online. However, I failed a lot in the year of 2025, and I wanted to talk to y'all about it. So here are a list of failures that I had last year that I want to share with y'all, okay? Because again, don't put nothing on the internet that you don't feel comfortable sharing. All right, here we go.
Welcome to Ray Jackson's YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe. Yeah.
I lost a grant. Y'all, I did not get this grant that I wanted. And I feel like in the next 3 years, I'll get it because it happens like every 3 years. But, I kicked myself. I did not put all my eggs into one basket, but I did hope a girl got it. I applied, then I made it to the interview process, and then crickets. So with this grant, they had some turnover internally. I'm refreshing the site. They haven't updated an app. I heard nothing for months. Okay. And sometimes that's how it goes with grants. But with this one, how do I say this without exposing? The block got hot. They went ghost. I forgot about them. And then I had this internal, I really sat down and released it when I didn't hear anything past the date that they were supposed to. And then 2 months after the date they were supposed to tell us, they emailed me saying I didn't get it. Yeah, girl, I know. But it sucked, right? So I truly, really wanted that. One thing I will say about that failure, though, of me not getting that grant, when during the reflection and the feedback portion, the woman sat down and really hammered out how I can grow. And so I do feel encouraged to apply again. But yeah, it was like a 8-month, what was it, May to late October, almost November. May, June, July, August, September, October. I'm just kidding. November, 7 months of me really crossing my fingers and not getting it. And I felt defeated. Another failure I had was just bad pitches, bro. Oh my God. I'm still learning how to pitch in the day job, on the side projects, all of that. And, my friends can give me the blueprint. People can look over some stuff, but people can just straight up say no. And that is something I'm still working towards. I have all the pieces, okay? I got all the pieces laid out. I got the vision. I got the photos. I got the blueprint. A company, a group, an org, a brand can still say no. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. Another major failure, more life-altering thing is that if you all don't remember, I was in an eye patch for, a month? I was hosting a show at Lincoln Hall and slammed my eye into a mic stand. And so I had a severely scratched cornea. And it was just a whole saga because that Friday night I host the show, Injure My Eye. That Saturday morning I had pitched my day job to walk in the Bud Billiken parade. So I'm having eye drops and wearing sunglasses and still organizing because I'm the key pointing in this project. Mind you, my boss was like, oh my God, please go home. But in my head, I was just we gotta get this done. This is the first time that our company is walking in the 96 historical Black Bud Billiken parade. We gotta get this done. And I was just, yeah, it was hard. It was I guess maybe it wasn't really a failure because it was a testament to my community. My community really did step up for me. Oh my gosh. If you all don't know, I sustain a serious injury every summer. I've broken the same bone in each foot 1 year apart from each other. And then, now no eye. So people know how to jump into action. My community knows how to jump into action when I'm hurting. And I appreciate that. But I still felt like it was just such a burden and such a random injury to have. If you don't notice, 2 of my major favorite jewelry pieces are not on me. And it's my chain that says Rage and it's my septum. I have a black septum ring in here. But both I've had for years. And so they are gold. But, I just need to re-hinge one of the Y and the H on the chain, and the septum pressing it in, that part got loose. It doesn't seem that deep as my other failures of 2025. Failures, let's maybe rephrase it to bad things that like are memorable, but that was a part of me. I got my septum pierced at 19. I'm 34. I got that chain when I moved, 7, 8 years ago off of a really bad breakup. I had these like those two emblems were moments where I celebrated myself, and now they're not on my neck. They're not on my face. It just felt, it is that deep of like losing part of me, and I can easily get them fixed. But then I kind of was looking in the mirror like, okay, let's try this new chapter without these things. How do we look? How do we feel? If we're feeling like we're losing a part of ourselves, what can we do to not have that attachment to an object? So that's a little bit like someone commented like, do you not have your septum anymore? No, it's still in there. My favorite piece of jewelry, the hinge, it was specially made. The hinge broke. I have to just take it in, and I have not taken it in about 7 months. Grief was really heavy, and I didn't take grief well this year. Like, I had a homegirl who passed away, y'all, and I had seen her celebrity crush on my Instagram. I screenshotted it to send to her, like, look at your man looking good. And then it was like, oh, you're dead. I had a lot more, oh, you're dead moments than I would have liked with different people that used to be in my life. And that's just devastating each time. I guess I wouldn't necessarily call that a failure either, because grief is not linear. I almost said it is, I almost lied to you. But I just moments where you kind of just forget hurts. And so I really struggle with that. And with my grief, it did cause me to not want to be around as much. So I was outside a lot, but I stayed outside with these same people. I really closed myself off to the opportunity of really bonding. And I guess that was me fearing somebody else finna die. And that sounds so heavy, but that's where my mind has gone to. So we have been growing from that. We have been expanding. I'm still grateful for my core and my community, but I can't always hide and have a fear of someone. I guess that's partially like, if like growing up in Chicago, or like, people be dying. But also just in general, like the older you get, the different phases of your life, people be dying. And that is still something that I am struggling with to this day. 2025, a lot of people saw, like, I get invited to BravoCon. I run a monthly talent show, but we're getting like, we're moving through the city. Like, a lot of people see Big Hit Show is doing so cool. Oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. You've reached this amount of followers. I see this. I saw you in this setting. This is so cool. But I'm still finding my way. I really hope to continue to put myself out there. It does get worrisome. Like I even re-looked at my list of failures, and they're all like, they happened, and then I tried to find a solution, because that's how, you have to move in life. However, I'm tired of not getting the grant or sponsorships I want all the time. I feel like I should get it every time. I'm tired of being a walk-in, like, man, like, I put me in bubble wrap because I do be injuring myself. I'm tired of my people being dead. So 2025, with all the success that tons of people saw, I struggled. And the reason I'm still here, the reason I'm still smiling and making jokes while my dog is asleep, and, I'm chilling in my room for this little setup, is because of my core community. So here's to 2026. It is January 31st on 2026. My bad. It took me a month to really settle in my feelings of last year as well. But yeah, we gonna make it happen. And these failures are roadblocks and obstacles, but I'm gonna jump over that hurdle now. I'm fake athletic. You see it. Anyway, I'm RAYCH Race Jackson. Thanks for watching this quick thing. I hope that this resonates with anybody who thinks that your girl got it all, because shit, I don't. All right.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe. Yeah.